Good morning, everybody. We are here. We are looking good. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be a pretty nice day outside today. It says it's 58 degrees and windy. I hope I can go outside in between the live streams because it's looking very good. We got Bender first in the chat. Slowpokes, all those number 2 guys. Bender, honorarium, Bender, honorarium, CDWit, honorarium, Bender, CDWit, honorarium, Konbu, honorarium, Geoped, honorarium, Bender, honorarium, Gary, we got Geoped, Johnny Quest, honor, Geoped, honor, DD214, Mr. Normus, CDWit, Konbu, DD214, CDWit, all of you guys, so glad to have you in here right now. Where's the little thing in the bottom right hand side of the screen? Let's fix that very quickly. We gotta fix it here. My computer restarted, all that good stuff. Is it this one? It is that one. I still got the Sheila Jeet stuff open from yesterday. All right. Well, now we are good to go, and we can jump up into the market and see what's happening so far today. We got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen sitting up. Wow, man, it was up 10% earlier today. AMC not doing as well at the moment, but AMC sitting up 3.90% to $4.25. It is still, I mean, guys, it is still drastically lower than it should be. But AMC doing okay today. Shiba Inu coin, 933 points per coin. GameStop, 1511. Bitcoin, man, $47,200. $47,200. I don't know if people realize how strong of a move these last 3 days have been, but this breakout has been massive here. I mean, look at this. These are 3 solid candles. You're talking about candles, boom, that look like these rip candles here. And Bitcoin is now testing levels that would lead to another breakout. I mean, this is the only time we have been higher is not on a candle body, but on a candle wick surrounding the ETF news. Taking us from, where was this? What was the lower end of this wick here? The low, 44,345. And the very next day, $49,000. Massive wicks got us up here, but these are solid candle bodies on Bitcoin, which is a huge sign of strength. So we're going to have to see if Bitcoin's able to maintain it, or of course if Bitcoin bulls lose out to the Bitcoin bears. NASDAQ sitting up 0.86% today. NASDAQ looking solid, might be curling over at the moment. So just keep your eyes on that. The NASDAQ may be curling back over. And of course, if you guys are playing the QQQ, could be an excellent time to grab some puts if it does curl over. Dogecoin, 8.1 cents. Ethereum, 24.87. Shib, break even on the day, man. Flat as can be. You can't do anything with this thing here. 932 points per coin. Bitcoin sitting up almost 3%, 2.85% higher on the day, $47,269. The SPY, $4.99, dude. The SPY touching $500. Look at this, man. The SPY, all-time highs, soaring. 10% higher than the previous all-time highs in the SPY. This is a weekly chart going back, man, to 2018 here. But as you can see, those 2020 highs that we had, ripping beyond that. The SPY is sitting at all-time highs, $500 per share on the SPY now, 10% higher than the previous all-time highs. The QQQ ripping past all-time highs as well. The QQQ is touching $400, nearly 10% higher as well, $436 being hit on the QQQ there. That just shows you, puts in perspective that this bear market is over, the bull market is on. Mullen Auto sitting at $6.83, Sundial sitting at $1.38, Netflix $5.61, Hycroft $2.96 per share, MPW at $3.30, Tesla $191.50, $173, 52-week high, all-time? Near all-time high on Amazon here. It is a 52-week high today, doing nothing but almost... Well, it's not tripled in price. More than doubled in price from the $80 lows that Amazon was hitting at the end of 2022 there. And Apple sitting at $189.71. If you could spell strength, Well, you're doing pretty good because that's what the market is seeing right now. Nothing but strength. We are going to watch Bitcoin play out on the bottom left-hand side of the screen throughout this afternoon. Mr. Enormous says bonk. Let's see if bonk's moving, man. I haven't looked at bonk for sure. Chris, thank you very much for grabbing that green name. Becoming a bro. I absolutely love it, Chris. Thank you very much. Guys, we got 24 people in here right now. I want to see 24 welcomes to Chris right now. Chris, man, thank you. And look, we got double Chris's. We get double Chris's in the chat back to back. Both of them with green comments there. Chris Pioth, thank you very much for grabbing that green name. And Chris, thank you very much for the super chat. Chris says, give me some of that broccoli milk. All right, we got ourselves a... Thank you very much for the broccoli milk. Gotta pop in when the chance comes. But the grind don't stop. So when is the time? Hello, everyone. The time is now, Chris. The time is now. Chris says, welcome me. Well, it's a different Chris, but yes, it's the same name. So Chris welcoming Chris. And Chris, thank you very much for the super chat. All of the Chris's in full force today. Loving it, Chris's. Thank you guys very much for becoming a member and for the super chat with the beautiful old broccoli milk out there. Chris, boom, welcome new bro, I like it. Hey Chris, welcome me. Yo broskis, welcome bro. Chris, yeah, I like it. Chris Corn, we got the Chris Corn out there from Kombu. Good morning to you, Nick F. Glad to have everybody in the chat right now. Kitty is, well, I don't know where the cat's at right now. The cat is not in the room at the moment, Gary. We've got, oh no, that was just Chris's super chat that popped up on the screen. It's not much, but it's honest work. Being Chris is tough, Chris. But some Chris has to do it. And there you go, you got it done. 2 ads already, bro. Boom! That's what I'm talking about, Bender. Coming in hot, hitting those ads. That's the way I like it. Alphabet and Dex Tools. Really? You get an ad for Dex Tools. That's very interesting. Maybe it's because we use the crap out of Dex Tools on here. So they decided to put some ads on the chart. Well, Dex Tools is at least paying attention. Because we do use... Oh, he goes, no. 2 ads already. Alphabet and Dex Tools. No. Nah, now I missed something. Bender. Now I missed something. What's he saying? He's telling me no. He's saying don't do it. Oh, unless he's telling me to look up Alphabet on Dex Tools. Is that what you're telling me to do? Is that what you're telling me to do? Should we look up Alphabet on Dex Tools? Maybe. This one. Did I get it right that time? Oh, okay, don't rub your eye. Don't rub your eye. Feels so good though. Oh, don't rub your eye. All right. All right. Gonna refresh this page right here. Guys, look at Smog though. Smog is doing very well. I don't know if you guys got into Smog. But you know what I want to do? I want to post that link at the top of the screen one more time. So that if you guys would click on it, I would absolutely appreciate it. Because if you click on that link, it's going to count for clicks. And these guys might sponsor additional videos in the future. And I would love that. But this one actually working out very well, man. This coin... Now, look, it was a fair launch, and I'm sure the guys that launched the coin are the ones that got in. I'm sure they're the guys that got in very early. But if you come here and you look at... let's keep it on a 15-minute chart. It'd be easier to scroll back. You got that 15-minute chart. I'm sure the ones that launched this coin are the ones that started buying with massive volume here. Right? Less than 15 minutes into the launch, $33,000 in volume the very first couple minutes on the first candle there. And then you have $652,000 in volume ripping in the first basically 15 minutes of being live there. So I'm sure the creators of the project are the ones that caused this rip. Right? They've got a huge marketing budget already, which is how I got the sponsored videos. I've seen some other people with sponsored videos as well. So I know that they bought in early, and they caused this massive spike up in price here. But look where they are already. Could you imagine ripping $652,000 in volume? Okay, could you imagine being the creator of this coin and taking $652,000 in volume, and that takes you to a 1.6 cent price range, and then almost quadrupling to these price points right here? The triple is about 4.5 cents. Quadruple is essentially the 6 cent level if it was exactly at 1.5 cents. But quadrupling your money on $600,000. Dude, that's the power, I guess, of having a large marketing budget and willing to pay out for people all over to post about this coin right here. And I did get in the 1.9 cent area, so I'm already doing very well with a triple. Now I honestly, this graph is showing no weakness to me, but I'm highly likely to at least take out the amount of money that I put in and just let the rest ride, or be a little bit more conservative with it, I guess, and take out some money at this point. A triple in a couple days is phenomenal. I mean, and yes, I've done some sponsored videos on it. Yes, I like the action. Yes, I'm making some money on it. But at the same time, man, you never know. These coins are meme coins. They can go up, they can go down, but I don't know. I'm probably a little bit more conservative to begin with. Chris! Because like Clay said, being a Chris is tough. But nobody can Chris better than a Chris. So cheers to the new Chris. Number 2. Chris, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Cheers to all of the Chris's out there. Chris number 1, Chris number 2, all of you guys. Yes, man. Loving the Chris's out there right now. Chris, dude, thank you very much for the super chat. Bought a Benjamin with the small. Hey, very nice. Gary, did you get in? Well, dude, I mean, unless you got in right here on this 15-minute chart right here, I know you're making money. You don't have to tell us when you got in. But unless you got in like an hour ago, you're down a little, maybe about 10% right now. But if you got in at any other time, dude, you're doing great. So, dead serious, right? I know I've got the promoed videos on it. I know I've got the sponsored videos, and they do ask to be as bullish as possible. And there's nothing that is bearish about this chart. You just got to be careful, right? Gary, whenever you feel comfortable taking profit, letting it ride, all that good stuff, do it, man. Okay? Do it. Let's see. I lost without you. Kumbu, what's going on, man? Let's see. You know how much I hate crap coins. Just when I was feeling a little adventurous, I bought a Porky, and it's already gone down 90%. Porky, man. Porky. Dude, it's the same thing with Patton. I was like, what the heck's the name of Trump's dog? How about Patton, dude? I was up for a while, and I was doing I had basically doubled my money, and boom, then it starts to sell off. And you're either holding a bag at this point or admitting defeat and moving on, but it's basically worth nothing, so I'm holding a bag on it. See if it ever resurrects itself. Ricky, we will look at LimeWire, because you guys were asking about LimeWire yesterday. Why is there only $1.3 million in liquidity but a $46 million market cap? Chris, excellent question. So the market cap is derived from the market cap's derived from the fully diluted market cap, right? But the $87 million market cap is the fully diluted market cap. But how you get that market cap depends on the amount of money that is in the liquidity pool versus the amount of BNB that's in, or not BNB in this case, this is a Solana coin, and the amount of Solana that's in the liquidity pool. So, for example, Dark Bro, and the amount of money in the liquidity pool is not the amount of money that is in people's wallets. So Dark Bro's coin Honorarium has a $100,000 market cap, but like $12,000 in the liquidity pool. This one, and that doesn't necessarily mean that there's 10% left, since he's got about a 10% ratio there. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's 10% left in the liquidity pool, but the amount of liquidity out there is always going to be much, much smaller than the amount of tokens that are held outside of the liquidity pool. Unless, of course, the coin is just launched. Then 100% of the supply might be in the liquidity pool. So what you're looking at, and we might be able to pull it up. I don't know SolScan as well as I do Etherscan and Binance Smart Chain. All right. I don't... All right, all of these wallets. Okay, here's a liquidity pool, for example. This liquidity pool holds 0.80% of the entire supply. This is the Radium Authority, and it holds 0.80% of the entire supply. So that's how you can get essentially $1 million in the liquidity pool and a total $40 million market cap. This 35%, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to imagine that this 35% here is set aside for the airdrops. Okay, so don't, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't go out there and just assume that this is some whale getting ready to dump. My best guess is that this is the wallet that will be deploying those airdrops. Let's see. And I don't know if we can see any transactions. I'm not as used to SolScan as I am these other ones. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But the only reason I say that is because if you come onto their website, you can see that 35% of the entire supply is allocated towards airdrop rewards. So that would be my best guess, dude, is that because 35% of the supply is allocated towards those airdrops, the 35% holdings right here, $26 million worth, is going to be allocated towards airdrops. People who are willing to hold Smog until that airdrop happens. That's a huge bounty. $26 million worth of airdrops right there. That's going to be a huge airdrop. Now, I will say, okay, you guys be aware that if you are holding towards that airdrop, or, you know, if you're thinking about trading it, but not necessarily participating in the airdrop, just being honest, once those coins hit the market, it's probably going to dilute the overall supply. So you may end up with a lot more tokens. The price may be lower, though. So you're going to see some sort of an offset between the amount of tokens you receive during the airdrop. If it happens all at once, they could do it nice and slow. I don't know what their actual plans are in terms of releasing the airdrop. A lot of it has to do with those experience points that you can get, but I wouldn't be concerned about that whale wallet right there because I think that's dedicated towards the airdrop. Meanwhile, Bitcoin posting a nice little rally. And for Ricky, yeah, let's look into LimeWire real quick, Ricky, see what it's doing. I know you guys were asking about that yesterday, and dude, surprisingly, you remembered about it today. So LimeWire currently at 45 cents, down 2.93% on the day today. Has a nice little pullback coming down through the intraday level of support at 46 cents, coming down to 45 cents. Let's see what it's doing on the 7-day. Had a nice little rally on the 7-day, man, over the last 2 days here, taking it from 36 cents to 45 cents. Let's get a better picture of this graph. It has been doing nothing but coming down for an entire month and, making its way back up nicely on the annual graph. I do remember when LimeWire was launched here, and it came down and essentially sat at a 6-cent level for the majority of the last year. Now, since October-November time frame, it began to show some massive volume. I do not know why, but when you go from $80,000, $100,000 a day in volume to $10 million in a 24-hour period, that's a massive increase. So I don't know what caused this huge increase in volume here and LimeWire to essentially get revitalized. But yeah, LimeWire is actually looking very healthy over the last, 2-3 months here. And if it continues this way, dude, you could see it continuing to move higher. So I don't know if Pollinex is Nowhere near this area right here. So I don't know if this was a listing or what. They took it to these levels. But LimeWire looking good over the last couple of months. And it's got a long way to go before it comes back up here to break even on its annual chart. So, yeah, dude, LimeWire, Ricky, man, LimeWire looking good over the last couple of months here. But I don't know the reasoning behind that spike. And anytime I don't know the reasoning behind the spike like that, I want to ask you, since you brought it up, if you know a little bit more about the reasoning for the gains. LimeWire is not something that I follow too closely. So if you know a reasoning for the gains and a reasoning for the increase in volume, please, Ricky, let everybody in here know. The heck is happening, son? Bender, I have no idea why you got those ads, man. Keep track of the amount of ads you get, dude. I figured the ads would come in at 12.25 and 12.50 like they normally do. Let's see. Honorarium says, look at the chart, Clay, bro. You'll know what, you'll see what I mean. Honorarium, which one are we looking at? Which chart? Pork? We talking about pork? Dark, where's my Ferrari? Soon, friend. Soon. Any news on Bone? No, I actually haven't seen Bone, man. It's on backward right now. I told you those custom options were a lot. Kenneth, let's look at Bone, man. And I also got Ken Bro in here, too. Got out at 6559 on Smog. I assume you're talking, Ken. Dude, did Ken get out at the absolute top of Smog? Ken, you get out the absolute top? Yeah, basically. Ken got out at 6559 right here. Basically, the absolute top is Smog. I don't know if it'll double top here or what, but very, very nice trade. Ken, dude, very, very nicely done on Smog, man. We'll pull up pork. Let's see. So does that mean that if you wanted to cash out, there's only 1.3 million that can be taken for profit? Chris, in theory, that means that there's only 1.3 million in the liquidity pool, right? So if somebody were to go out there and completely dump off, okay, sell everything back to Radium, yes, a $1.3 million sale like that would absolutely tank the price. The same way that if Dark Bro or somebody went out and was holding, somehow was able to liquidate $12,000 worth of honorarium, it would absolutely tank the price. That does, and it's very similar to like a bank. Okay, if there's trillions of dollars in wealth, there might be quadrillions of dollars in wealth all over the world, but there's only a couple $1 trillion of cash in existence in the entire world. So think of a bank as like a liquidity pool. There's nowhere near the amount of money in the bank that there is the total market cap or the total global wealth. So if everybody went to cash out, boom, the whole system collapses. Same deal with Smog or any of these other tokens. If somebody went to cash out $1.37 million in liquidity right now, they would have a huge impact on the overall price of the coin, and it would absolutely tank down. So if you come out here and you go to those wallets and you see a guy that might be sitting on $1 million worth of Smog, yeah, dude, if he goes to cash out, he's going to have a very heavy impact on the overall price, and you're going to see a very large red candle. Let me see if I can put it in. So this candle right here, I was looking at this one the other day. This candle right here, very large red candle, taking the price from 2 cents all the way back down. This is to basically 1.2 cents. So 40% decrease in price on this one red candle right here resulted in a 40% decrease in price. And you can see the volume on this candle, $100,000. Now that does include buys and it includes sells. So I don't know how big the sell order that came in here was, but $100,000 essentially candle. Not all of that was sells, but $100,000 candle, man, caused the price to drop about 40%. So yeah, if you get a couple $100,000 candles in there, the price impact will be slightly less now. The price is higher than the O2. But it'd be the same thing, man. If you had a $100,000 sell order come across, you'd have a pretty big red candle. This big red candle right here, $90,000 in volume. This big red candle well, this was a lot of buy volume, I would imagine. $125,000 in volume. So, yeah, those are some pretty big candles that have a very large impact on the overall price. But you're on the right train of thought, Chris. If you go to cash out 1.3 million, where are you going to, unless you're getting the money out of other people's wallets, you got to go to the liquidity pool. And if you got to go to the liquidity pool, such a large buy or sell order is definitely going to have a major impact on the price. Come back down to the chat, guys. Let's see. I remember the good old days being Jack Sparrow on LimeWire downloading. I mean, acquiring music the honest way. Yes. That is correct, Chris. The good old days. Frostwire, LimeWire. I think Cashapp was another one. Cashapp or something like that was another one. Definitely a good way to make your computer sick, right? Very good way to make your computer sick. Let's see if Pork. This is another one. Guys, remember we looked at the Shib yesterday? Oh, Smog is trending. Smog's top 10, guys. That's actually pretty sweet. We got in before it was ever on the trending list. Shib with hat. Look at this coin, man. Look at this coin. We were making fun of it yesterday because it was pulling back right here. Look what it did. Went from 001 to 007. 7x gained from where we were laughing at it yesterday. Think about that. Oh my goodness, dude. Fire. This is another one. This one's pulling back today. Let's see. We got our lines of support on Fire as well. This token dies back out. I am getting in if this token dies back out and comes down to these levels. This has had a massive rally after sitting very stagnant at this level for a very long time. So Fire dies out. It's on my watch list on my phone. I'll definitely be grabbing that if it dies. Bonk. All right. Bonk showing some volatility today. Bonk is up 17% on the day with a huge influx of volume here. These 15-minute candles doing about $250,000, $300,000 in volume. Bonk moving up from 5 zeros and a 9, burning through that 0 to go 4 zeros and a 12 right there. Let's see if we got Porky. Here we go, man. We get the Ponk fork. Ooh! Yeah, Dark Bro, I feel you on this one, man. I feel you on this one. Market cap down to $23,000. I got $29,000 locked in the liquidity pool here. This, dude, you know what? If this coin makes a comeback here, if this coin were able to make a comeback, though, Dark Bro, from these levels, you're talking, man, a, 20x gain to get back up. Where did this go from? 9 to 26. It's on the rise right now, Dark Bro. I don't know, man. Tiny little market cap. Porky fork on the BNB smart chain. If it makes a comeback, man, I don't know. You might be doing very well, but I definitely see getting in, especially on any of these dips. Even if you got in on these dips right here and it was looking like a great buying opportunity, this sell-off, they bought the dip. This sell-off, they bought the dip. And then this sell-off, they never bought the dip. They just said game over after that one. And that is the part that I don't understand. If you can understand why or when people are going to make their last dip buying opportunity, I mean, dude, you're going to be a millionaire in these tiny coin spaces in a matter of no time. 10xing your money every single day. But how do you know that this dip here, this one, let's just go with this one first, right? This one way back here. This dip here is going to get bought. How do you know that? Major dip back down. How do you know it's going to get bought? Major dip back down. How do you know it's going to get bought? Major dip back down. You think it's going to get bought. And then it dips and dips and dips and dips and keeps on dipping. So, yeah, Dark, man. Pork not looking too good there. Porky, whatever it is. Jasper, Goofy, and I don't care about Bone. Kenneth. I don't really care about bone either too much, though, man. It was okay, prof. It was slipping on Smog. Got in at 028. I was late on that one. Oh, you weren't that late, though, Ken. You weren't that late. It did very well to go up very quick. Third ad. That's the third ad that they slipped in there? What happened to the ad settings that they're hitting you guys with a third ad already? Has everybody else in here had 3 ads already? It's only 12:30. You're really only supposed to have the one on the way in, and then 12:25 they were supposed to give you one. Did all you guys get 3 sets of ads? You're really only supposed to have one when you came in, and then 12:25. If all of you guys got those, Richard had 1. All right, Richard's good on the 1 then. Geopet had no ads. Third ad. CD, wait, you're getting everybody else's ads, man. You're getting everybody else's ads. Is there anything new on Shib? Sindri, I don't think there's anything new about Shiba Inu coin right now, but there are a few things that, I don't know, you should be aware of, right? The Shib magazine is set to announce a long-term sponsor, which is very cool to see, because they're going to be able to keep that up for a while. I don't necessarily like the Shib magazine because they're essentially propaganda and they're wrong, but I think that that's what Shitoshi has been talking about lately. Shitoshi tweeted out a couple of days ago that he's confirming with the guys, welcome aboard or something like that, and I truly think that he's confirming that he's the owner of the Shitoshi Twitter account, and therefore he is going to be doing business with these guys. Now, he could have been tweeting out about a new partnership, but I am under the assumption that that is about the long-term sponsor for the Shib magazine. Shitoshi thinks the Shib magazine is excellent because it centralizes the authority, and instead of listening to people like me or people who write news articles or people that are simply in the Shiba Inu coin community, he wants you to only look at his source of official information. She's been killed slowly by that team. JB, man, it has been a long, slow dagger twist, hasn't it? Before I watch any video... What? Before I watch any video, always drop ads to my Papa. Very good, I think. Before you watch any video, you watch the ads. Thank you very much for that, because more ads watched... I mean, it basically equals half a penny every time you guys watch an ad, so thank you. Honorarium! No crap coins. Honorarium is the way. Boom, baby. Hey, you know what? Honorarium... Honorarium might not have the massive swings that some of these other coins have had. You know, you look at Pork, dude. Pork's sitting on a $23,000 market cap. Much, much, much lower than Honorarium. And that's after it was way up here, which is a 20x price increase. So, dude, you probably hit a $500,000 to almost $1 million market cap on Punk Fork or Pork here, whatever it is. Massive. It got there faster than Honorarium did. But look at the difference, man. Honorarium here. Honorarium sitting at 1162. Honorarium up 5% today and not down 95% today. And Honorarium's all-time graph, dude, it's a very strong graph. I mean, you look at this. Sure, you had a little bit of a sell-off after this nice influx of buys right here. Everybody basically went and sold off and brought it right back down to the levels that it was at prior to these buys coming in. What do you notice, man? The longer-term trend is I don't want to move this because it's just so perfect on these levels right here. But you throw another one in there. Look, dude, text tools a little difficult sometimes. But dude, you throw another trend line in there, and Honorarium's still doing very well to hold up these higher lows that are being hit. So Honorarium feeling very comfortable around the $100,000 to $120,000 market cap. and continuing to move up longer term, which is nice to see. Bigable Coke, he is back, ladies and gentlemen. JB, yo JB, what's going on, JB? Bigable says honorarium likes to wave around his homie BBC. Absolutely. Bigable Coke with a super chat. Bigable Coke also has a token, guys. Dark Bro jumping into Bigable Coke yesterday, spiking it up. Man, sorry. Sitting up 42% on the day today. Bigable Coke hitting an all-time high, man. You had an influx of buys coming in yesterday. You had $27, $2, $13, $32, $34 buy, and of course a $33 sell right there. But very nice to see that Bigable Coke is also hitting an all-time high. If you are interested in Bigable Coke, guys, that's Gary's coin that he's got out there. And the price action has been much more volatile than Honorarium has. But either way, man, I love the fact that these guys are trying to make something out of nothing, starting their cryptocurrency projects, and both of them doing very well up to this point. Bearish divergence on the weekly with Bitcoin. Bearish divergence on the weekly in terms of what indicators? If you want to look at the weekly graph of Bitcoin, we can have the weekly graph of Bitcoin pulled up down here in the bottom left. But what sort of a bearish divergence are you talking about? Because price action, absolutely phenomenal on the weekly. The moving averages are going up. And in fact, the 50-period moving average just crossed above the 200-period moving average. When was this, man? At the beginning of January. So, in order to see a bearish divergence, you would need to see one indicator either, essentially moving sideways or moving down as the price of Bitcoin moved higher. So, I don't know which indicator you're looking at in order to see the actual bearish divergence taking place. But, dude, Bitcoin looking phenomenal on the weekly chart. And look where it's at. Actually, extend this line right here. And Bitcoin now back above that ascending trend line. Breaking back up above yesterday. And continuing to rip higher today. 47,500. You look at the 5-minute chart, running into a little intraday resistance right here in the 47.6, 47.7 area. But man, dude, Bitcoin looking very strong on the daily, on the weekly, on the hourly, on the minute, on the 5-minute. Bitcoin looking very good, guys. Let's see. Oh, the market looks good, though, especially with the halving coming up. Yeah, and you know what, JB? I don't know if the halving is going to have a positive impact or if it's going to slow things down for a while, but just be very careful. There's a lot of analysts that are expecting a pullback in March due to dollar liquidity issues, simply meaning that things outside of the Bitcoin realm, Federal Reserve, reverse repos, banks, and stuff, will result in less dollars being in the market, and therefore a possible pullback in the price of riskier assets like Bitcoin and like stocks. That honorarium is officially listed. What now? Honorarium will see a huge improvement once we are listed on CoinMarketCap. Mark my words, and that X post will go viral, or formerly known as Twitter. That honorarium is officially listed on Market. I can't wait to make that post. Absolutely, man. He goes, once. Yeah, once it's listed. Not that it is. Can't wait to make that post. So many channels to regulate. Hard to keep up. Thumbs are sore. JB, man. Well, glad you're in here, dude. Glad you're in this channel right here. I'm working way too much. I can't keep up with anything. JB, man. Don't work that hard, dude. Don't work that hard. People burn out way too easy, working way too hard for stuff that they are not even appreciated for. So don't work that hard. How much is left to reach the money goal, Dark Bro? Probably $4,000. Speaking of, gotta run. JB, man, enjoy the rest of your day. Don't stress out too much, man, and try to enjoy it. Enjoy the weekend if you get one. Agree, Noodle Toes. JB! The heck you know about Noodle Toes, man? Where's Rozzy at? We got Rozzy in here? Are you calling me Noodle Toes? I don't have Noodle Toes, man. It's just when somebody sends a noodle and a toe, I've got Noodle Toes. Not all the time. One Honda Civic. After Kia Forte. Honda Civic comes after Kia Forte, man. Yeah, pretty much 4,000. Dude, what would you do though if they listed it on CoinMarketCap, or if you paid the 5,000 and then they were like, well, you went through our expedited listing process, but you still don't meet these requirements. Dude, that would tick me off. Yes, Rozzy would remember. Rozzy would definitely remember about Noodle Toes. Rozzy, for some reason, loves Noodle Toes. And I don't know why. Let's see, because I made that name back in the day for you. JB, well, thank you very much for making up the Noodle Toes name. Somebody getting punched in the face, and then I'm going to the headquarters. All right, that makes sense there. Biggable Coke, thank you very much for the super chat. Biggable Coke says, you need honorarium. Need to check out Blue Sky. Oh, you an honorarium. Need to check out Blue Sky. It's the new Twitter. Blue Sky. Is this an app? No, not photos. I need the Play Store, man. I need the Play Store. Calm down. Yeah, they get 1 million downloads. Only 3.3 star reviews, though, dude. Why they only get 3.3 star reviews? Is this the one you're talking about? Blue Sky? 3.3 stars? Right there? Is that the icon? Okay. They got a lot of users? But that won't happen, luckily. Yeah, I hope not, honorarium. They just want $5,000. They don't care about anything else. Yeah, you're probably right on that. And that's actually, I would imagine, Dark Bro, that's actually why, I would imagine that is why there seems to be a lot less listings on CoinMarketCap, man. If you come out here and you go to cryptocurrencies, and then you click on recently added, you can see that a couple of these guys, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. You know, you got a handful of projects that have made a listing in the last day. White Dragon, D-Cloud, Pepe Fork, Croco, 404 Bakery, Potion 404. Now, what's up with the 404s? What's going on with that? These guys are down 54%. Man. $1,400 price point? Market cap $0. I don't know. $14 million in volume in the last 24 hours. I don't know, dude. These guys going from $3,000 to $1,400 in the last, since the listing, 5 hours. That smells like a rug pull to me, ladies and 8 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Mystical. Mystical actually up over the last hour. Doing pretty good there. Snoopy Babe. Sponge, but this is going to be a different sponge. Doge Fork. A lot of forks, man. There's a lot of forks are trending right now. Rugged Art. Dude, don't trust anything with the name Rug in it. Bebe. Alright. Chonky. DT 2.0. There you go. That might be something. That's a tiny market cap, man. Wow. Yeah, a lot of forks for some reason coming out over the last couple of... Unidex AI, man. Even Unidex AI recently getting listed on CoinMarketCap here. Giovanni still got to be very happy with Unidex AI. $7 million market cap, $9.56 price point. Coming off those tops at $11 a little bit here. Have to see if it does end up coming back down or going back up or what it ends up doing. But Unidex AI, Giovanni got to be looking good on that one. CoinMarketCap's dodgy. I prefer CoinGecko. JB, CoinGecko won't list it either for some reason. Honorarium Schindler. Thank you very much for the super chat, or for the member chat. Honorarium says, Moji, Dank Pro, Kombu, Moji, Next Level, Outdoor, Moji, JB, Pudgy, Moji, when Honorarium video, when Ferrari, where's Pika, Dank Pro, where's my 10K Honorarium for shilling? Fist, boom, fist, boom, fist, boom, fist, boom, baby, Honorarium Schiller. Thank you very much for the members chat. Hey, does anybody know where Pika is? We haven't seen Pika in a very long time, guys. Is anybody seen or heard from Pika? I mean, is she taking a break? Is she told anybody that she's just taking a break, or if she's not coming back, or what's going on? I haven't heard from Pika in a very long time. It's with your Ferrari. Congrats, bro. Is in the front seat. The 10,000 honorarium is in the front seat of your Ferrari, Honorarium Schiller. Dang, forgot about J-Bones. You did, man. Forgot about Clay, too. Never forget about me. Tons of dodgy tokens out there. Never heard of the majority of them. Pika Power, where you at, lady? Nobody knows where Pika's at. I haven't seen her in quite a while. CoinMarketCap also has fake WALC token on there. It's only on Near Protocol only. WALC. I don't know which one that is. Are you talking about this? Theoretically, if you're talking about this one, JB, this isn't listed on CoinMarketCap. This is CoinMarketCap simply pulling up the same thing from Dex Tools. They're just linking out to Dex Tools in this sense. So you could type in HRM, right? And you can see that honorarium does show up here, but it's not listed. This would be listed on CoinMarketCap. This is not listed. This is just showing anyone can list assets on decentralized exchanges. Do your own research. So this is not listed on CoinMarketCap, but you can still pull up honorarium, and you can still see the price action. So you can still go out and see this is honorarium's daily chart here. It's the same exact chart we view on Dex Tools. It's got the very nice ascending trend line. And then, of course, it's sitting between this channel right here. But if you're talking about that WALC, that's just a straight link out to Dex Tools as opposed to actually being listed on CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko, you will see the real one. Let's check out the real one. I have a wide variety of crypto, and I have 42,000 invested. Do you think 10 to 15x this next bull run? Richard, I'm going to say it depends on where your prices are. If you are currently down on that majority, okay, maybe, depending on which assets you have. But the major coins, right, the major altcoins from the current levels, I would hope to see in the 5 to 10 range. Because we've already been on a nice run over the last couple of months. If you're looking at, if you're essentially looking at the beginning of October, or going back to the bottom of end of 2022, beginning of 2023, from those levels, yes, I would say a 10 to 15x would be a reasonable expectation for gains during the bull market. But let's say you're looking at some of the major cryptocurrencies out there, and like I say, I don't know what your holdings are, but Solana, Do I think Solana is going to 15x? No, probably not. Do I think Solana could even see a 5x increase from the current levels to hit an all-time high? I would say yes. I do think Solana can be testing between, $300 to $500 per coin at the all-time highs during the bull market. With that being said, where does that take it from the $10 that it was trading at, the beginning of end of 2022, beginning of 2023, or from those lows around October? Well, you're only on a 5x, and another 5x would have made it a 25x gain to those levels. So that's Solana. If you're looking about something large like, Dogecoin, let's use Dogecoin because you might have Dogecoin in your portfolio. A lot of people have this meme coin. Do I think it can 10x to get back up to all-time highs? Yes. With Elon Musk's help, yes. I think a 10x, but that's not going to be easy to do. 5x, I think, would be much more reasonable to that 30-cent range, because it did actually have a decent amount of support in that 30-cent range when it came down here and tested it for several months. If you are looking at something like Cardano or Polygon, do I think 10 to 15x gains are guaranteed to happen from these levels? No, I would say 5 to 10x, much more reasonable. Now, that doesn't mean that you couldn't have come in here and got in at the 50-cent mark and then gone up, 5x levels to hit those all-time highs. But if Polygon's hitting an all-time high, do I think you're going to go to $8? I mean, it's a possibility, but I think the 5 to 10 range, as opposed to the 10 to 15 range, is much more reasonable from the current levels. Now, if a month from now, if these analysts are right that we do get a pullback in March, we might be readjusting that to say, yeah, dude, from these levels, we could expect to see 10 to 15x gains in some of the more major cryptocurrencies during a bull run. As Woke is built on near WALC, JB. Sheila G, guys. I was reading about that, man. Is anybody else taking Sheila G? Tim swears by it, and I was wanting to know if anybody else in here has ever taken it and what you guys think of it. This one, I believe, is what you're talking about. All right, WALC. It is Near blocks. It's on the Near protocol. Okay, so this is the legitimate one that you're talking about out here. It's actually down 19% on the day today. So if you're looking for a little bit of a dip buying opportunity there, you could be looking at getting into WALC. Looks like it launched at the beginning of January here, and has been bouncing around between 1.2 cents and 2.5 cents. So, dude, you might be able to double your money on this if you go out and get in now, or even triple your money if you wait till it hits these lows right here, and then bounces back up to these highs. WALC is very volatile, yes, but something to keep in mind. And look, dude, Sponge V2, I've seen so many meme combat ads as well. These guys are spending their ad money, man. They are using their marketing budgets. People are going to know about Sponge V2. People are going to know about meme combat. People are going to know about Bitcoin mind tricks and these other sponsored videos that I've done over the last month. And people are going to know about Smog. So just keep that in mind, that these guys with huge marketing budgets are really getting their names out there like that. And it's crazy that I see a Sponge V2 ad right on CoinGecko right there. Hero, they just secured an 8-figure deal also with Gem Finance. Dude, an 8-figure deal is a very large deal. Let's see. Richard says, I do hold Solana. I have 75 of them at a $42 average. Very nice. Richard, well, I would say yes, that you could probably see a 10x increase during the bull market on your $42 average. Right? It would take it to a $420 price point. That would be an all-time high. So I would hope to see that happening during a bull market. You know, coins reaching new heights because the overall market is reaching new heights. But Richard, man, you're smart enough to know that your guess is as good as my guess. right? We look at the charts all day long. We understand the markets, and we understand that emotion, unfortunately, dictates prices much more than logic does. So if people are having some sort of an emotional FOMO period into crypto, get ready for price action, man. Let's see. I have a 10 Solana. I bought it at 20 bucks. I really didn't believe in it at the time, but it's growing on me. And you know what else is growing on you? Your portfolio, Yankee. My goodness, man. 10 Solana at that $20 price point. You're up. You're doing very well on it right now, and I hope it continues to grow for you. Seriously, Yankee, man. I hope it continues to go up for you, and you do very well on it. You know, of course, be aware of any pullbacks, all that kind of stuff. But Solana has done extremely well over the last year. And a lot of people say that Solana can end up overtaking Ethereum. Now, if there's any sort of indicator that of how well Solana is doing, at least in my opinion, dude, you gotta look at the volume on these Solana meme coins, man. You come out here, you click on these trending Solana meme coins. Smog, the one I did the sponsored video on, $1.8 million in volume. GameStop here, $7.7 million in volume. Insane. Coming back down to a decent level of support here. So keep that in mind if you guys are interested in getting into GameStop at all. You can double your money if it gets back up to these price points. Of course, you could lose 99% of your money if it comes back down to these price points. COL. I don't know what this one is. Just saw it right now for the very first time. $321,000 in volume over the last 24 hours. And this one's already been out for several weeks. Yeah, several weeks. Going back to January 15th here. Bonk. Obviously, we know Bonk's got a lot of volume. $4.5 million in volume. Shib with hat. $6 million in this coin that it has been out for just a couple of days now. So Solana meme coins are just taking the game by storm, and the volume is absolutely huge. And it's absolutely huge because the gas fees are just non-existent. So you got that right there. Right on. Just asking other people's thoughts. Richard, very good. And Richard, thank you very much. It must have been a renewal, man. Richard, thank you very much for renewing that, bro, right there. Keeping that green name. Absolutely appreciate it. And I hope that the rest of the 31 people in here will also say welcome and thank you to Richard as well for keeping that green name, man. Rich, thank you very much for that. No memes, all about utility tokens right now. Saying that Corgi AI is awesome too. We looked up Corgi AI a while ago, JB, didn't we? I think it was doing pretty well. Have a great weekend, everybody. Crypto Rocketeer. Boom, baby. Dabbing on them as always. And Chris is a member. Chris, didn't you just grab that green name earlier? Chris, a member for 2 months. All of this stuff is renewing right now. I love it, guys. Thank you very much for that. How come it don't say how many months under my name? I've been a bro for at least a year. Richard, I don't know. I think that is... I think that just must be the renewal or something. Unless you actually did send your member chat. I don't know why it says that. But that might just be the renewal. You might just be in here as it renewed or something like that. And that's why it doesn't show the amount of months. No, I had to renew the bros. Oh, gotcha. All right. Yeah, so Richard, I actually don't know. I don't know why it doesn't show it on yours, because it shows it for Chris's. So, not exactly sure why that is happening like that. But, if anybody else figures it out in the meantime, let us know in the afternoon live stream. Automatic payment is on. You got me, Richard. You got me, man. But it is 1:01. We're going to get off here for now. We will be back this afternoon. I do appreciate every single one of you guys for being in here. Crypto Rocketeer. 5 months of bro. Crypto Rocketeer. Dude, it seems as though I've known you longer than, October of 2023? It seems as though you were here for the AMC saga. I feel like that was much, much before October of 2023. YouTube, get it together, man. Get it together. Crypto Rocketeer laughing at YouTube's 5 months of bro right there. Yeah, that is actually hysterical, dude, because you've been around way, way, way longer than that. Guys, we're going to do these shout-outs, and we will be back this afternoon. Appreciate every single one of you guys for keeping it awesome, keeping the chat going, having a great time. Even though all of the assets aren't ripping higher in price right now, we are having a good time with all the bros. Chris, enjoy your afternoon, man. Honorarium, see you later. And guys, hey, don't forget to click that link at the top of the screen, right? You don't have to buy Smog token. You don't have to do any of that stuff. But sincerely, these guys have sponsored a couple of these videos, and they're basing the engagement on the amount of clicks. You don't have to go spam it with clicks or anything like that. But if on the way out you want to click that best crypto.care Claybro thing, it's going to pull you up the Smog website, and you can at least check the token out, and it does help with the clicks in case they are interested in sponsoring any additional videos. I would appreciate that very much, and I know they would too, because it's, you know, it's advertising for them. Crypto Rocketeer, enjoy your afternoon, your evening, man. Johnny Quest, have a great weekend. Mr. Norman, see you later. JB, Geoped, Richard, Crypto Rocketeer, Honorarium, JB, Joseph Garcia, see you later, Joseph. We've got Chris, see you later, man. Honorarium, thank you very much. Spread the word of Honorarium, and let's get listed on CoinMarketCap. Let's do it, Honorarium. Absolutely love it, man. Yankee, see you later, man. Honorarium, thank you very much for that super chat. Warner Mackey, have a great day. J-Bones, baby. See you later, man. JB, Kenneth, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.